Hello, my Pisces friends. Welcome to your general reading here on Daily Divine Guidance. This is for Pisces sun, moon, and rising signs. My friends, any information you need will be in the description box below for you, okay? Let's go ahead and start with 4 cards, see what we get here for you. Get one more card really quickly. Okay, Pisces, you have the 4 of Swords, the World, the Star card, and the Emperor. So you have both Aquarius's card and Aries card on the board here. The Star is Aquarius, the Emperor is Aries. So you may have prominent Aquarius or Aries in your chart. You may have an influential or partner-like person in that is Aquarius or Aries in your life. You this could have started during Pisces Aquarius or Aries seasons. It may have nothing to do with either one at all. But right off the bat, it looks like you need to take a break. I don't know what you guys have been up to, but you've been I almost feel like you guys have been running yourselves ragged. Like you just are go, go, go. Yeah, see, you've had this very high energy, very, very passionate about what's going on around you kind of vibe, limitless potential, just really dancing with the moment. But you're needing a break. You're needing rest. Something here is coming to a close. You've accomplished what you were supposed to accomplish. You've achieved your goal or your journey. Something is coming to a close. But before it does, there's like, I feel with the 4 of Swords, there's this need for reflection, a period of just looking at what has been going on or what you've done or what you've accomplished, and seeing it for what it truly is, okay? But there is closure here. There is completion happening with the World card. This is the last of the major arcana cards in the deck, and it's cycles. It's cycles closing, finishing up, okay? What happens is it shows that as this cycle closes, you really truly start to see like your dreams are coming true. The Star card is all about your faith being restored and your hopes and dreams coming to fruition, and you know, the crap that you've been going through, Pisces, whether internal or external, because I feel like some of you are going through something that nobody can really see, okay? It's coming to a close. It's coming to a close, and you're going to start to feel much better. You're going to start to see a turnaround here, okay? You have the Emperor here, and the Emperor I'm going to get a clarifier for. This is the father figure, so I don't know if any of you are dealing with issues with a father or a father figure, whether that be your own father or... I feel like part of what's coming to a close here is an issue with a father. The 5 of Swords is a card of conflict and disagreements. And I feel that this is more of Pisces. I feel like you're going to be able to handle these kinds of situations, whether it's an actual father person in your life or a more dominating energy, more masculine or dominant energy. in your existence. I mean, this could be a boss, it could be a coworker, it could be a friend, it could be anybody that's more kind of dominating, more masculine than you are, that you're going to be able to handle situations with this person, disagreements and conflicts easily, or easier than you ever have. I feel like you're going to be standing up for yourself a bit more, Pisces. Whatever this situation is here, you're learning something really beautiful. I mean, we don't even have a card of boundaries here, but you're learning something very beautiful about self-care. And you're going to be, I almost feel like too, you're going to be taking on a more, you may even be a Pisces Aries cusp with the Emperor here, but I do feel like you're going to be taking on a more person of action. We see that the Emperor here is sitting on Mars, but this is a more action-oriented energy. It's a very determined and successful energy. The Emperor is the King of Kings. So this is the divine masculine. Can we get 4 more cards, please, for... Yeah. Something is coming to a close for you. This was here. Lots of conflict, Pisces. Lots of people trying to disrupt you, trying to upset your flow here. You're coming to another end here. You have completion with the world, and then you have endings in transition with death. Death is Scorpio's card, so as we talked about Aquarius and Aries, same applies to Scorpio. But death is all about transitions, it's endings, it's there's a close coming in, another one. What does this ending have to do with, though? I know that you probably know, but I want to kind of get an elaboration here. Okay. Knight of Wands and 8 of Swords, clarifying the Death card. Knight of Wands is that knight, you know, we talk about where he has been gifted a horse that was not ever trained or intended to be a knight's horse. He's a little impulsive, very passionate, high energy. A lot of the fire cards are high energy, but this is more of an impulsive energy. 8 of Swords is a card of self-imprisonment. You feel stuck. These clarifying the Death card really says that, or I feel like what's happening here is that you are going to be shifting in some area of your life. And I feel it's actually going to be a more social area, whether that's with friends, families, or coworkers, because we have, you just feel stuck. You felt stuck, you feel stuck, you're not stuck, right? Because the 8 of Swords is that self-imposed imprisonment, right? Where we trap ourselves, even though you can see clearly that this person is not surrounded by swords. They're just behind them, hiding. Knight of Wands, impulsive energy. I definitely see that you were just kind of, Pisces, some of you are really flying by the seat of your pants, and you're tired of it, and that's coming to an end. It's coming to an end for you. There's gonna be some sort of conflict, though. There's some sort of disruption here. I mean, you have, okay, so the conflict has to do with people you're definitely close to. This can absolutely be your partner, but somebody's trying to disrupt your flow. Somebody's trying, you're trying to protect something here, defend something, not let something burst your bubble, as I would say with my other deck, because the image in the other deck, it looks like somebody's trying to burst your bubble with that Seven of Wands. I hope I wasn't saying Seven of Swords. If I was, I meant wands. But you have the Lovers, which is Gemini's card, clarifying this. And so this is all about the choices that you make, how aligned you are with other people, marriage, commitment, love. So it looks like the conflict is going to be about intimate relationships. So whether you're in one or not, there's some sort of conflict around intimacy. You've been juggling for a while. You've been really trying to make everything work for a while. And you can see here that there's two ships back here, and they're ready to come in, and they want to come in, but they need this juggler here to turn around and be like, okay, well, you go to this port and you go to that port. But he can't, because he's stuck juggling these two pentacles. It's an infinite energy, which really tells us that there's a karmic tie to this. Excuse me. But this is a card of managing your time, managing your responsibilities, managing your relationships. It's a card of, to me, it's a stagnant energy, or for me, it's a stagnant energy, because you can't really, I mean, unless you're a professional juggler, it's really hard to be able to move forward and live your life when you're constantly throwing things in the air, trying to keep them off the ground. And what comes out of this is a very painful ending. So something's coming to a close here, but it's almost not fast enough to prevent this heartache. Now, I don't know if this heartache is a relationship. I don't know if this is an actual physical death. Let's get a clarifier for the Three of Swords, please. Jesus. Three of Swords is clarified by the Three of Swords, Pisces. There is a very painful ending that you're going to have to deal with. Now, don't think doom and gloom, because some of you have carried around a painful ending for a long time. This doesn't necessarily mean it's a new painful ending. However, for some of you it is, especially with the Lovers coming in before the Three of Swords. It could be that somebody's tired of what's going on here. Somebody you're intimate with is tired of not being a priority in your life, and it comes to an end. This transition, this ending of whatever was going on up here did not come fast enough for this to be healed. It has to be released. But there is a lot that you're working on here, even though there may be an ending at hand. That's way too many cards. Although I did see your card in there. Okay. So Pisces, now what we have for you is the Queen of Cups, the Hierophant. You got a lot of major arcana in here. Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Cups. I feel, Pisces, You are holding this Queen of Cups energy through all of this. I think that you've honestly known that there's an ending at hand here, multiple endings at hand here, multiple things being released from your life. There's a karmic cycle that's coming to an end. I feel that you've known this with the Queen of Cups energy. This is the queen that is emotionally and mentally nurturing. This is an incredibly intuitive card. Your intuition is on fire here, okay? You have the ability to see things. Don't ignore them, Pisces, because you have an ability to see things right now that are unseen or unseeable physically. You know, you know what I mean? But it's definitely a time for you to pay attention to your intuition. Compassion here. Have compassion with yourself. Have compassion with others in the situation. You have the Hierophant following this, and this coming in right under the Lovers is kind of telling us again that this may have to do with a significant other, Pisces. The Hierophant is Taurus's card. So just like with, what did we have? Scorpio, Aquarius, and Aries, the same applies here. Oh, and Gemini. Same applies with Taurus. This may have even started during Taurus season, which was just a couple of months ago. We actually have 3 consecutive seasons here. We have Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So it could have started in any of those seasons, but the Hierophant is all about commitments. It's all about your spiritual beliefs, your traditions, your morals. This card is really kind of saying that this is where you're taking a shift, okay? You have this connection. We see it here with the Queen of Cups. You have this connection with spirit, and it's kind of calling you in here with the Hierophant. You start to see that there's a lot of potential in life. There's a lot of, even though there was this painful stuff happening up here, you see that there is a lot of potential in life with the Ace of Wands. Again, high energy, fire energy, very passionate card with lots of growth and potential. Like the Ace is new beginnings, but this one is a new beginning that brings about the idea that anything is possible. Anything is possible. So I feel that you very quickly release and relieve yourself of whatever this heartache is. You have to be sure not to look back, Pisces. 4 of Cups is that card of reminiscing and looking back on the past, but sometimes you can get stuck in that energy and forget that there is a future and forget that you have beautiful things coming in. Like you're just looking back on the past like, oh, I wish I would have, or oh, I missed this, or you know, those kind of thoughts and feelings. But it's like when you keep looking back on the past, you can't move forward, or you again stay stuck and stagnant here. Just be sure you're not, if you're looking back on the past, there it is, there you are, that you're doing it with the intent of release, and you will find relief in that. You will. Can I get 2 more cards, please? There it is again. Pisces, this last row is really, really going to be a message for you, a reminder in all of this, okay? Try and talk quickly about this, but not be too vague. You have your card here, the Moon. You have the 7 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups. All water energy, all your energy right here. And here's what I feel the Divine wants to remind you of. In whatever situation you're going through right now, it's pretty heavy. It's a lot, energetically draining. You're needing to relax. You're feeling trapped. You have a lot of intuitive thoughts going on that you should be paying attention to. You need to release these things that you're trying to juggle so that you can move forward. But here is what this is a very important message for you. This is gonna, if you don't work on this, it's gonna start to cause anxieties and worries. There is balance here with the moon, and the moon is very, very important to us as people, astrologically, so on and so forth. But the moon can also represent illusions, okay? You have illusions here twice with the Seven of Cups and the moon. The moon is not bright enough for us to see the truth of what is hiding in the darkness. So you need to pay attention, and it comes in with that Queen of Cups, which really tells us that you need to pay attention to your intuition. Somebody here is bullshitting you, or something is not right, okay? So you need to pay attention to the wolf in sheep's clothing, all right? Again, here we have the Seven of Cups. This is a card of choice. It's like window shopping. You've got a lot to look at. You've got, you know, what are you going to decide? What are you going to do? There's a lot of options here. They all look really good, but something's lurking, okay? Something's lurking here that is not good for you, is not healthy for you. You need to pay attention. You need to use your ability to understand and see things for what they truly are, because you don't want to almost feel like you're going to end up used or you've been used. Remember that we're all on different timelines, so this may resonate as something that's already happened in the past, in which if that's the case, the divine is reminding you so you don't repeat the lesson again. It might try and re-enter your life. You have the Four of Cups here, and we just talked about not getting too stuck in the past, right? Because you can see it here. It's where you can't really see it here. You can see it here that she is so confused. She looks back on the past. She's reminiscing on this, concentrating on these empty cups when there is a big, bright, beautiful beam of divine light coming in. Look at the way it's positioned under that star, where all of her hopes and dreams come true. She got her hand on it, but she's not positioned. She's not looking at it. She's too focused on these other three cups. So make sure that you are, it's not that you need to suppress or ignore the past, but don't get stuck in it. Make sure you're learning from it and growing from it, okay? Because what could happen if you don't is you're going to feel immense amounts of regret. You're going to feel like you failed. You're going to feel like, I should have, could have, would have done better if only I, kind of deal. Five of Cups is a card of disappointment and failure. Feeling that on yourself. But again, you can see here that even though three cups have drained, now this could even be three relationships, okay? Even though three cups have drained here, you still have one that is pouring light into the situation. And you have one in your hand that is still filled with divine love, guidance, and light for you. So make sure, again, that you're focusing on what is good for you, what is meant for you, and that whatever falls away from you at this time, Pisces, is okay, because there's a bright and beautiful, divinely guided future filled with love and appreciation for my Pisces friends coming in. Pisces, I hope this resonated well with you. If it did, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us get the message out to more of our Pisces friends. I'll be back next week later this week, excuse me, with your love reading, so stay tuned for that. Until then, Pisces, take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.